Hi everyone, welcome to our tiny garden. It has been almost a year since I uploaded a video. Actually, it has been a year. And before anything else, I want to begin by acknowledging my very first subscribers, those who joined this journey at the very beginning and never left, even through the silence. You saw the vision of our tiny garden when it was just an idea taking root, and you stayed. And to the more than 300 of you who subscribed along the way and continued supporting this channel even when there were no new uploads, thank you, truly and sincerely. That loyalty, that patience, that belief means more than I can put into words. Over the past year, life changed in ways I did not expect. I lost access to the land where our tiny garden was first born, the space where we experimented with biological farming, built living soil, made compost, worked with beneficial organisms, and shared practical biological pest and disease control methods. Suddenly, I had to pause. I needed to focus on rebuilding my life, stabilizing, going back to regular employment, taking care of my child, and finding my footing again. It was not an easy season, neither was it an easy decision. But sometimes in farming, just like in life, the land lies fallow, not dead, not forgotten, just resting. And now we are planting again, and this is our new space, and it is very, very tiny, much smaller than the garden we had before, and it is quite far from the city. I still have to work because I still have responsibilities, which means I'll be managing this garden from a distance, often visiting it just once in a week. When I first found this land, it was extremely dry. The soil was dusty, the vegetation sparse, the sun was quite harsh. It looked like a difficult place to begin. However, something beautiful does happen in the rainy season. And after weeks of dryness, it rained. Not the kind of rain that comes often here, but the kind that transforms everything when it does. The soil darkens, small patches of green begin to emerge, the air feels softer. The space is still tiny, still far, still challenging, but it is alive, and it reminds me of something important. Dryness does not mean lifeless. It means waiting. This season of our tiny garden will not just be about planting. It is about rebuilding, slowly and deliberately, developing this small space of land step by step, from fencing it, to preparing and restoring the soil, to putting up simple structures, to creating functional growing spaces, and to shaping it into a small but purposeful homestead. We will explore how to garden in a dry area, how to conserve water, how to build soil that retains moisture, and how to design systems that can survive even when you're not physically present every day. We will look at practical ways to grow food when you live in the city but farm at a distance, proving that you do not need to be on the land daily to make progress. We will embrace the truth that rebuilding is not a fast process. It is slow, sometimes frustrating, often unseen, but when it is intentional, it becomes powerful. Here, we will continue what this channel has always stood for: sustainable and organic principles, biological control of pests and diseases, using beneficial fungi and microbes, encouraging biodiversity, restoring soil health, and growing food in a way that respects life. The previous garden will always be special because it is where our tiny garden was born and where we grew together as a community. And while I do not know what the future holds regarding that space, I do know this: our tiny garden is not tied to one location. It is tied to a mindset, a mission, and the community that we are building. This new land may look simple and dry right now, but I have seen what it looks like after the rain, and that is enough. In the coming weeks and months, we will walk this journey together, from fencing to foundations, from soil restoration to composting systems, from crop planning and companion planting to biological pest management from day one, all managing distance and dryness with intention. We are not starting from scratch. We are starting from experience, and that makes this new chapter even more meaningful. To everyone who stayed from the beginning, and to those who joined along the way, thank you for holding space for this return. From now on, you can expect consistent uploads, practical demonstrations, honest farming experiences, and real biological solutions. No hype, no shortcuts, just real rebuilding and real growing from a very, very tiny garden. Slowly, intentionally, together. This is our tiny garden, and wherever we plant with purpose, that is where it grows. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.